Going live. I'm live. So, this is first world problems, understand. So, traveling to Africa, and I'm not planning to take a laptop. I never take a laptop when I travel. Never, because I don't need the extra weight. And, these phones can do pretty much everything. But there is an issue. So, for example, these little contraptions, GoPros, and I guess whoops, cameras, they all use SD cards, or this is a micro mini one, and this one has, what does this one do? Oh, it has a normal card in there, SD card. But the problem is you still have to put it on your phone to look at it, or you can, these new cameras, you can Wi-Fi them to your phone. But obviously you don't want all that data on your phone, right? So that's why you have an SD. What are they called? SSDs? I think they're SSDs. Oh my God, something like that. SSDs. So the issue I have is that when you plug that into your phone, you actually have to put the data onto the phone too. So, what's that message on my phone there? Sorry, just sidetracked. There's a message here. What is that? Interesting. No idea. Don't worry. Yeah, so basically, I don't want to put the data on my phone because obviously I use my phone also, and I'm always having to take everything off my phone and put on the SSD. So I guess what I'm trying to do is try to do a workaround without bringing a laptop and without putting data on my phone. And I Googled I don't know, I must have fallen upon something that said that you could buy a multiport. Oh, that's why I've got my camera on. You can buy a multiport. So I bought a multiport. What is a multiport? Good question. I've never had one, to be honest. But my understanding of it is that this contraption, you can plug, okay, the message I got from some video was that, this sounds complicated, right? But apparently this works. You plug your SD card into this machine, into the machine. You plug this into your phone. You plug your SSD into this contraption too. And then you also need to put power into it. I know it sounds awfully complicated, right? You're probably just saying, why don't you just take a laptop? But I don't have the space. So I'm traveling to Africa for 2 months, and I'm doing 2 separate kind of trips, 2 separate, I guess, tours, so to speak. And on the first one, I'll be doing internal flights. And on those internal flights, you're only allowed to take 20 kilos maximum. So meaning even in your backpack, your day pack, max. And yourself, you've got to be under 100 kilos too. So if you're over 100 kilos, you have to pay for 2 seats. I'm not over 100 kilos. But you're also only allowed to take 20 kilos, and it's very strict. So that's why I'm not taking a laptop. And plus, I don't want to take a laptop. No chance. So anyway, this is what I bought instead. All right. So what I was looking at when I first found this, that apparently this works, it was a long, skinny thing that basically you plug all the things into. But when I was at the shops today, I went to JB Hi-Fi. So JB Hi-Fi here in Australia is just like I guess, electronic shop where you can get everything from mobile phones to battery chargers to microphones to big ass TVs and everything, right? And they actually had the same brand for $20 cheaper, but they had this, they call it On The Go. So look at it, it's like a little circle thing. So let's open it up together. fancy little wrapping. Life Made Easy. I know it's backwards, so anyway, that's right. Life Made Easy. Satechi. Satechi is the brand. Okay, that's what we're looking at. What else is in here, guys? What else is in here? We have a manual, looks like. We have a manual. We have something. We have a manual. Ah, okay, it's got one of these magnetic things. It's all packaged up. So you can put that to the back of your phone. But for this purpose, we're not going to do that right now. That doesn't really matter to me so much. What matters to me is how this works. So it's a little thing. So I guess the idea is if you do put that little metal thing on there, it'll stick onto the back of your phone. Oh, actually, it does stick on your back of the phone. I guess it's if you want to put it on your laptop, which I'm using my laptop now, it doesn't stick on right because it hasn't got a magnet on my phone, on my laptop. But it does stick on the back of that. So it does make it nice and handy. But, you're not going to be walking around with this on. Okay, it's not a battery charger, right? Okay, but what does it do? Okay, so it's got a plug. So that's got to go into your phone. Okay, it's not to charge it, but this is supposed to be like you're trying to use this as your mobile phone. Like you're trying to use this as your laptop, but not putting any data on your laptop. So you're just basically using, like if you used your laptop, you would basically plug your SSD into your computer. You would plug, well, you can't plug that in. Most laptops don't do that anymore. You'd have to use an adapter. I do have an adapter somewhere. Where do I have that? Okay, can't find it right now, but I have an adapter that you put that into, and then you plug that into your phone or your computer, or you buy one of these things. So the whole idea, this is the reason why I bought this, is you can plug this into here. It's got an SD reader or a mini in there too. So where's my camera? Camera. All right. So we're going to plug that into here. So you just plug that somehow into there. Right? Bottom way is up. Okay, so that's gone into there. So the lead that's attached to it, plug it into your phone, that into that. Now, what we're left with, we have a C, we have a USB-A and a USB-A, so two. I believe that's for like the internet. I mean, most people have Wi-Fi these days, but I guess, I don't know why you'd use that, but anyway, whatever. And HDMI. Apparently, you can plug that into a TV. I guess okay, so you could use that for your TV. I'm not sure how that works. That's not why I bought it, right? Obviously. Okay, so now I've got that plugged in. So, for example, let's open this up. So we go to Files. Okay, so look here. See, it's got no name. That is the actual file for the camera. So it's got DCM, and photos I took today will be on here. Oh, there we go. That's a little duck playing. Okay. No, but remember, I don't want to save that onto my phone. Okay? Because I'll tell you, my phone, let me check the storage on this phone at the moment. Go to general, iPhone storage. Okay. I have a 256 gig phone and I've got 249 gig on my phone. So that's why I don't want to save anything on there, okay? Because already use the phone for other things too, right? So now we know that's plugged in. Okay. So now I have to plug hard drive. Now we have only one C port. Chuck that in there. All right. Now apparently these SSDs, so I can plug that right into my phone and that works fine, right? You can save everything onto here. But like I said, I want to use the SD card onto my external hard drive and bypassing the phone. That's the whole idea of this, right? But apparently you need power to run the SSD. So it sounds complicated. I'm doing my head in trying to figure out how to do this. Okay. Right. So now I need power. So when you travel, I don't know if you've heard the rules, but apparently you can only take 2 battery chargers with you on a plane, and you can't check it in. You've got to carry it on the plane with you, and you can't even use your battery chargers on the phone on the plane anymore. And there's a rule on like the size of it too. So yeah, I normally I'm a bit of a I sometimes have like 3 chargers. But anyway, so this is a new one I've got. I lose battery chargers and I wreck them. Water goes into them. I drop them on the beach. No joke. It's a thing. Anyway, this is a new one I've got. Okay, so that's how it charges. So I can use USB-A on it. But the problem is this little thingamajiggy doesn't have any more C ports. I'm using it for the hard drive, right? So, crap. So I need to charge from, okay, take that out. I need to, so I need to go from C to the USB, I guess, because that's how we get power, right? All right. Okay, was it making noises? Shit. Okay. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Was it making noises? Crap. Okay, let's try the other one. Okay. Not sure if that's supposed to happen. I don't think it's supposed to happen. Okay. That's actually my GoPro charger. No, DJI. I have to put little tags on them because sometimes. Oh, that's actually GoPro. This actually has got written on it GoPro. Oh, you won't be able to see it, but oh, yes, you can. It's backwards GoPro. Okay, wow. So that is a data lead. So I think the issue is, I'm just remembering when you charge these these battery packs, you can't charge from a C, though we can use a C on it. So I just need a C, A to an A, right? All right, let's see what we got here. No, that's not an A to an A. No, that's, I don't know. A to A. That's not going to work. Okay, what if I use a different... Here we go. Here's another one. All right, so plug into C, and that's got to go into the charging port. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. Why is it making that noises? That's not good. Okay. Okay. We're going to figure this out, guys. We're going to figure this out. So we have one of these little things, and we're trying to make it work without taking a laptop on holidays. And it's looking like this is why you test your gear before you go on holidays, right? Okay. So the file thing works, right? The file, let me get a file. Yeah, I mean, obviously I can see the SD card, right? That works. That part works. What I'm trying to figure out is how to get power to it. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so I've got another battery pack. But see, a lot of these battery packs, you do have A, so you can go A to A. I don't have an A to A anymore, do I? I don't know, do I? Probably not. I don't think so. Okay, let's try this one then. Okay, didn't make a noise, so that's a good thing. Okay, so we have power. It's saying it's moving. So to be honest, I'm not supposed to be charging, so I don't know why it's making that, because really we're trying to do is use power. So I don't know why it's trying to charge. That's weird, because it's not a charger. So we've got it plugged into the phone, we've got the hard drive, and then we've got the SSD, and nothing's coming up. Like the no name, which is the SD card, is coming up, but the Alexa is not coming up. And I've tested the Alexa, and I know it works. It plugs right into my phone, it works. So the SD card works, the Alexa works. So the machine does work, I'm presuming, because the SD card works in it to go into the phone. I think it's the power. That's the issue, the power. So let me have a little look at here. I don't really have instructions in here. This is just like warning, safety things. Okay. You know what you do? You chat GPT it. Okay. I bought a Satechi multiport. Okay. I plugged in the SD card. It works. I plugged in the SDD. I think that's what it's called, isn't it? SDD? SDD card. No, SDD portable hard drive. Plus I plugged in power. The hard drive is not readable. Well, the hard drive isn't coming up. What's that? What would you call that? It isn't showing. Isn't showing. What to do? All right. Okay. It's saying check to make sure that the hard drive works into your phone first. I've checked that. Okay. Okay, saying power is the issue, obviously. Okay. So we've got the power going into a C. No, into a, right? So I wish I could see that. Okay, so no. Oh, wait on. It's saying that the only C is actually not for the hard drive. What the hell? How the hell am I going to plug the hard drive in? Because the hard drive is the C. So I have a feeling that this is kind of like old technology, and I've just bought it. I hope I didn't buy the wrong one. Okay, so it's saying that the power goes into the C. Okay, so power goes to C. Okay, well, this original charger is C. C to C. Gosh. Okay, here we go. C to C. C to C. C to C. Okay, we've got power. Now we need to go. Well, we can only chug. I need a C for that. Oh, okay, wait on. Oh, shivers. I've never used, because I use this in my Mac or my phone, which is always C. So I've never used an A to it. Okay, so then that has to go into here. So, gosh, it's like, all right, let's put that down. It does seem very complicated, doesn't it? I mean, it won't be when I figure out how it all works. Okay, so I've got two A's. Okay, so let's plug that into the A. All right. All right, so what we got is power plugged in. We've got the hard drive plugged in. We've got the machine plugged into the phone. And then we have the SD card in here. So what we're trying to do is copy the SD stuff onto the hard drive. So go to your phone, go to files. So files. Okay. Why is it not? Okay. Oh, shit. Here we go. So the locations, before the no name was the one that's coming up, which is the SD card. Now the Lexa's coming up. Okay. At least it's discoverable now. Okay. So that's obviously the issue. The power has to come via the C. Is that right? Yeah. I've gone to C. Okay. All right. So go to no name, and we go to all the files. I think we just copy a few over just to try this. So you just go select, and let's just copy 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we go. What do we do? Okay, we've got to go down to the little button down here. Copy. We don't want to save 5 videos, right? Save 5 video means we're going to save it to the phone. We don't want to do that. That's the whole idea of this. So copy. Okay. Now we have to find the Lexa. How do we get out of this and go to Lexa? Okay. Let's go out. So we need to go to file again. File. Okay, so then we go to Lexa. Lexa. Let's add a file in here. New folder. Camera testing. Okay, camera testing. So that's a file, a folder. What are we going to do now? Crap, what are we doing? We want to put them in there. but we can't actually okay, hold on. This is like, for dummies kinda thing. Okay, let's go back to the no name. No name, Panama. Select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we gonna do? We don't wanna add to share file show add to share album, no. Copy is what I wanted to do. Save file video. We don't wanna save file video. View more? Okay, view more. No, it doesn't give us an option. It's got here, new quick note, add tags or InShot. That's not gonna work. Okay, copy. So somehow I need to go from selecting that over to oh, wait on. Okay, so down the bottom here, you've got that's the share button to share, like to save it to your phone, right? The other option is what is that one there? Oh shit, I don't know what we did there. Whoops. 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 I don't think we wanted to do that. This is like oh crap. Okay, now I won't open it. I think we did something funny there. I think we just saved it to our phone. We don't want to do that. It won't save. Ah, crap. I think we just copied it. We did. We just copied it. Crap. Okay. Let's just delete, delete. Luckily, we only did 5. This is the whole idea where you're just testing, right? Okay. I just got rid of 5. So I got rid okay. So select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Not the first one, not the second one, because that copies it. What's this one here? Okay. Camera test. Okay, we want to go to the Alexa. Okay, yep. Camera testing. Ah, it's got their copy. Copy. Did it work? Okay, okay. So let's go back out of here. Go to Alexa. Camera testing. Holy crap, I think this worked. Camera testing. Play. Duck. Oh crap, I think this worked. Okay, camera testing from the Alexa. The no name is where it's the SD card. That was that video I just copied over. I think we did it. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, let's do a couple more. Okay, so we've got the first 5. Okay, so let's select, then go, what I want, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh crap. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so the third one down the bottom. Oh, no, do we copy? Did I copy that? Yeah, and we go there. Copy. Oh crap. Okay, I did it wrong. I think it's just gonna copy it. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Trust yourself, Dora. Okay. Now go back over to okay, we're going back over to Alexa. Camera testing. Oh, well, it's there. Shit. I did it. I didn't even know I did it, but I did it. Okay. Right. Go back to no name. That's my SD card. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's go select, 1. We're just gonna pass 1. Go down to the bottom there. Copy. Oh, what is it automatically going over there? Maybe it is. Camera testing. It's gone straight over there. It worked. Crap. Hey, Wayne, how you going? Okay. Guys, we worked it out. So I bought myself okay, so this now remember it sits on the back here. So how do I do that? How would I do that? I think it's too complicated to sit on the back because there's too many like things. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. That's very complicated. So this little hot mess here, it worked. Holy smacks. So we just bought it's called a Satechi on the go 7-in-1 multiport. So instead of traveling with a laptop, this is possible, or like an iPad or some kind of thing to transfer your data from your SD cards to your hard drives without putting the storage on your phone. And we just did it. We just tested it. Oh my god, it worked. I mean, that was pretty complicated, only because I guess it's the first time I've done it. But look, the location, it's got there. It's got the no name, which is the SD card from the camera, and then the Lexa is the SSD portable hard drive. So when I'm traveling to Africa, taking photos through the day, and then obviously like a good little, content creator, back it up onto your hard drive. But by bypassing the phone, but you need the phone to do this. Apparently you need power. So, wow, that was really interesting. Okay, so let me take all this apart. Let me show you how this works again, because now that I've figured it out. Okay, so unplug power, unplug SD card. Okay. Right. I am absolutely stoked. So this cost me $120 Australian. So Wayne's in the UK. So what? Probably £60. No, probably. I don't know. The pound's like your pound is so much stronger than the Australian dollar. I don't know. $120 would be maybe US dollars would be about 70 US dollars. So I don't know what that would be in pounds, to be honest. I have no idea. But basically, it sits in there like that. That is my hard drive or the SD card from the camera, and it has a micro mini too. So, like for example, the GoPro has a micro mini, so you could plug that into there too. So when I went to Indonesia, I had real big problems because I was filming on the GoPro, right? Diving. Oh, not diving. I didn't do diving this time, but like, even if like when I've, in the past when I've gone diving, I've never taken the stuff off the hard drives. I mean, the SD cards, because the files are too big. So I'll wait till I get home. But see, if you don't, and then see if you lose it, then you're going to lose all your footage, right? So that's why they always say have multiple SD cards, but then you lose them too. So that's another thing. Or mostly back it up. But how do you back it up if you don't have an computer with you? And I'm not traveling with a computer. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I bought one of these. So this has been always an issue for me. So this is me in Europe when I went to Ibiza, guys. No joke. I was literally plugging my phone into each day. I would plug my phone in to my hard drive. So it's got the Lexa there. And then basically I would literally go to my camera roll, select, and then select everything from the day. And then you send it. Yep, save to files. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to save that stuff. But you just say, oh, we can just pretend, for example. We can just pretend. Clear that. Let's save this jumping for joy. See the jumping for joy? That's myself and Kat the other day. So you select and you send my God, where is it? Oh, save to files. Save to files. That's my Alexa hard drive. So go Alexa. I'm just going to put it in. Oh, actually, we're in August, aren't we? No, but that picture was from July. So I'm going to put it in July and save. So then you go to your Alexa. Alexa, check, always check. You got to check before you delete anything. Where is it? There's a lot of stuff in July. There we go. There's that photo. So, but the thing is though, right, to do that and download all your photos and videos, it takes ages. And, well, not that it takes ages, but it's like you're always cleaning off your phone, right? And then the next night you do it again and again and again. The last thing I want to do when I get home from, a big day out, sightseeing and stuff, is to sit there and do that. Honestly, couldn't be asked. So this is what I want to, well, you're kind of saying, well, you're going to do the same thing with this, right? Yeah, I am actually going to do the same thing, aren't I? Oh, crap. What am I saying? Well, okay. So to basically not use my phone so that I can not have to back my phone up so much is I bought this contraption. So this plugs into the bottom of your phone. It's a C. So I guess if you have an older iPhone, you can't use this. I've got an iPhone 16. I think an iPhone 15 also has the C. So anyway, so we plug that in. Nothing happens here, right? Because it's not a power bank. It does sit on here if you want it to sit on there. I don't know why you'd want it to sit on there, but anyway, if you do. Okay, so we're going to plug in the camera thingamajiggy. Okay. Whoops. Plugged in. Okay. So then you go to your phone location. Mine's called No Name. And there are the photos. Oh, there's a turtle. Okay. But I don't want to save that to my phone. That's the whole other thing, right? I don't want to save it to my phone and then put it onto the hard drive. I want to skip that process. So that's what we're doing here. So now you need to put power into this thing. Don't ask me why. I don't know why, okay? But very important, you only have one C here, okay? So I was doing it wrong. I was plugging my hard drive, which is a C, into the C port. It wasn't working. And then I was plugging the battery pack because it's got two USBs in it, into there, and it wasn't working. It wasn't reading it. So the workaround, or what you're supposed to do, is C to C with your battery pack. Oh shit, sorry, phone or camera, computer, into there. Oops. Okay, into there. We've got power. Apparently, the reason for this is that these SSDs, they're quite fast, right? And they need power. Obviously, when you plug them into your phone, you're using the power on your phone. But we're actually not using the phone, right? That's the whole idea of this. So then you've got two USB ports. So then you plug that into the USB port. All right. So if you're watching at home, this looks complicated, doesn't it? But I think the more you practice, I think you get better at it, right? Okay, so right. So then you go to your file system on your phone. The No Name is my SD card. Lexa is Lexa. That's my hard drive. So what we're going to do is go into the No Name, into the photos. So you go, select, just select a photo. Okay, select a photo. You can select the whole lot if you wanted to, but just for the sake of this, I'm just doing one at a time just to show you how it works. Tried and tested. I just tested a few times there before. You've got to hit the bottom one here. Or the middle one. And then you've got to go back out. You want to copy, and we want to copy it over to the Alexa camera test. Oh, wait, what did I just do? I think I just saved it somewhere else. Crap. Okay, I obviously need to practice this. Okay, let's go again. No name. No name. Oh my God. Okay. What is that? Oh, there's a little, that's the turtle. Okay, let's. Bye, turtle. Bye, turtle. Select turtle. Middle one. Copy. Oh, so it's already copied. That's what it's already copied. See, it's got on the bottom copy. Then you got to pick where you want to get to go. So I've got camera testing. Copy. Hold on. It's already in there. That's why it's not saving. So we won't do that one. Let's go back and find one we haven't copied over. Okay, no name. Okay, let's go right down the bottom. Oh. Why is it not reading it now? Crap. Why is it not reading it? All right. Okay, so starting again, we're going to no name. Let's pick. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's click on that one. We want to God. We actually want to. Why is it not selecting it? Oh, here we go. Select. We want to select. Okay, what if we go down? Obviously, I've probably selected a few of these already when I was testing this. Okay, let's just go to a random one down here. Okay, done that. You click the bottom thing here, copy. Copy over to copy. Okay, and then you go check, always check your Alexa. Camera testing. There it is. Okay. Frick. I'm gonna have to practice this, aren't I? You're probably thinking, why don't you just take a laptop? Yeah, well, this weighs less than a laptop. And I'm going to be taking a battery charger with me anyway. So I'm making use of it again in a separate way. I would be taking a hard drive with me anyway. So I'd take it anyway. The phone will be coming with me anyway. And obviously the SD card will be coming with me. So the only thing new I'm taking with me is the contraption. And that's like a little bit complicated to like figure it out. But that worked. It did work. Crap. Okay, sorry guys, that worked. What time is it? Okay, so let's unplug everything. So I think the biggest thing I need to make sure I do is make sure that I bring, oh crap, the USB with the C, because normally I travel with just C to C because it goes straight into the bottom of my phone. So that is the difference. I need to make sure I take that with me. Yeah, it's like, you know what I need to do? You know how you need to run on leads? Like, I can't write on it, but like you can, you know, the little things that you stick on, you write little captions on it and you can print them out and stick them on. It's like that. I need to do that. So I need to take that with me. Well, that worked. I guess the big issue will be if it doesn't work when I get on holidays. Well, I guess the big thing, right, is that these little hard drives, or these little SD cards, technically, well, let me see how much I used of that. How can I check how much I've used? So I need the contraption to change that into a C. Here we go. That turns into a C. Now, if I plug that into my computer, allow, it's actually connecting. So let me just show you. I'm going to share. Oh, no, I can't really share. Oh, yes, I can. If I can, actually. Oh. Am I able to share that? I don't know if I can share that. Is that sharing? I don't know. If you're watching this, I'm actually trying to look at myself now in the camera to see if I'm actually okay. So watching an ad. Go me. Me watching my own ads. I don't think this is actually sharing. Okay. No. Okay. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to share what I'm doing here. How do I get back to that, guys? Okay. I don't think I can share it. I can only one on window. Entire screen? Is that it? Oh, that's just a million of me. That's not what I want to share. What I'm trying to share to you. Okay, stop sharing. Share. Window. What I'm trying to share is the actual file management of this